All right. I guess we'll talk about another. I like telling these Pocono stories because I have like all these fucking notes about like fights from like when I was like 13, 14, 16, 15, 15. Fuck Julian. I fought that kid like fucking 20 times. Kid Julian. I fought this motherfucker from like third grade to like fucking like eighth grade. I fought that kid like every 2 weeks. He lived on the fucking corner. Oh shit. Mm, this one looks good. Let's call him call him whatever. I don't give a fuck. We'll make up a name. What's a common name? Chris. We'll call him Chris. I beat up this kid Chris. I was probably 16 at the time, and once again, this is another kid that's like 20, 21 years old. He was also bigger than me and like skinny. He was like 6'1". He wasn't super tall. He was like 6'1". I'm like 5 foot fucking. I'm still barely 5'7" now, man. You know what I mean? I'm like fuck. I just moved in my Guardians, who I was living with at the time in Pennsylvania, and one of them had been with him. I guess you could say, like they were together, and they were selling weed together, and like he robbed them and owed them money, but then he wouldn't like contact them. I forget what kind of car he drove. He drove like a Chevy Cavalier or something like that. All I know is that he didn't know us because he had beef with my guardians and my family before I even moved out there. Um, I go to a friend of mine. Fuck, he passed away, didn't he? Yeah, this kid, he passed away already a couple months ago. I call him. I say, hey, listen, I don't know. I had beef with the Guardians. I was living with. They're like, oh, you guys ain't shit. What the fuck? Good. What use are you? You guys ain't shit. You guys are worth nothing. I'm like, I'll show you my worth. I'm gonna show you what I'm worth right now. So I call the dude up. I'm like, hey, I know you boys with this boy. Call that boy and tell him to meet you at the fucking basketball courts. So me and my brother. Sorry, no, don't want to say that. He may or may not have been there. He called a homeboy like, hey, tell him to meet you at the courts at like 3:30, whatever the fuck time it was. It was the afternoon. And we're there playing basketball, just shooting at the basketball courts. And he rolls up, and I see the car. I'm like, oh, that's the kind of car he drives. And then this tall, skinny white dude gets out, and he comes around. I forget exactly how it went, man. I had to talk to my relatives about this. There were a couple of my relatives over there. But I'm bouncing the fucking basketball. Like, hey, you want a ball? We need one more, man. We need one more, man. You want a ball? He's like, yeah, I'll ball real quick, you know. And I forget what the fuck I said, but like, I bounced the ball behind me and like I stole on him. I pretty much just bang, sucker punch this motherfucker. Boom, punch to the face. My shirt came off. I was ripped. 6 pack back then, man. I was ripped. Hey, what's up, motherfucker? What you gonna do? And like he like started backing up, like walking backwards, and he actually like exited the basketball court at a very high rate of speed. And he goes and jumps in driver's side door. I think it was a Chevy Cavalier. I think it was like one of those 2 door ones though. It was like a fuck 90 something. But one of my relatives was there, and he had like a Yankee bat. You know those little Yankee bats, those little tiny ones. He had one of those little motherfuckers. And he goes around the other side and boom, catches him on the passenger side, opens up the door, and starts hitting him with the motherfucking Yankee bat. He had the window down. So I'm on the driver's side, like, dong, 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 dong. And I'm punching him through the fucking driver's side window. My brother's in the motherfucking passenger seat. He cranks the motherfucker into reverse and just down into a fucking like not a ravine. I don't know what you call it a ravine, but it's like you know a little downslope. Boom. So his car's stuck there, and my brother's still in the motherfucking passenger seat with him, hitting him with the fucking bat before he gets out the driver's side. I'm already away from the vehicle. He already went down, and my brother's still whooping his ass. No, eventually, I forget who did it. It was me or my bro. One of us got the keys out of his fucking ignition because the car's like this now. Like he's he's went in reverse in panic mode and just ended up like his car was like this in a ditch. And I forget who the fuck. All I know is that I ended up with his fucking keys in my hand. His fucking keys. Hey, motherfucker. Sup, bitch? The fuck I am? You know what the fuck I am? And I threw his fucking keys in the woods. Like, because even if they fucking, he came back like 3 hours later, like, he didn't have keys. He couldn't start the motherfucker. I threw them keys in the motherfucking woods. Yeah, but he fucked over my family, allegedly. I don't know if any of that shit's true, but if they were testing me and, like, forcing me to, like, hey, show me what you got. But, like, they put him in front of us as a test, and I had to live up to the test. I don't feel good about it now. I feel really bad about all the people I've ever had fights with. Not the ones that beat me up. I don't feel bad about those. Like, I feel about the ones, that I beat up, that I got the better of. I feel bad about beating them up. Certain things shouldn't have happened, but I had to prove myself a couple times, and I don't know. At the time, it felt necessary. It felt like it was super necessary. You know. Thankfully, at that time, I didn't get my ass whooped. I whooped his ass. Yeah, we whooped his ass good, and it was so cool. There was a couple of young kids that were in the fucking the playground. We went to fucking high school with, and they remembered it like 3 years later. Like, hey, remember that time when you punched that dude in the face of the basketball courts, and he drove his fucking car into a fucking ditch? And ah, good times. Let's end this motherfucker. End stream.